he's fresh out of cigars, so he had the cabbie take him to the nearest store. Personally, I think it's a filthy habit, and I've told him countless times how I hate them, but he insists on smoking those disgusting things anyway. It dirties my clothes something fierce and costs me a fortune in laundry bills, which, I should start charging him if he insists on smoking. Oh, how I ever wound up with a man with such a filthy habit is beyond me. You don't smoke, do you?
No.
Well, good for you. I gotta be honest with you, I tried once. On my first cigarette, I puked all over my prom date in his daddy's Model T. Oh, it's perfectly all right. I'm an open book, and you'll learn that about me as we get to know one another. Nothing's a secret with me, and it just drives your daddy crazy. Especially when we're out dining and a young waiter who I've previously talked with asks me how my geraniums are blooming. Oh, that always gets a rise out of your daddy, inflating his suspicions. Of course, I let him think the worst, for nothing gets a man more attentive to a woman's needs than good old jealousy.
How's your martini?
Quite good. You have a hidden talent you can fall back on. What is it you do for a living?
I'm a business attorney. Nothing as you're accustomed to in New York, but I have a deep passion just for the law, just the same.
Well, don't belittle yourself. Many lawyers in New York are nothing more than mouthpieces for the mob, with one hand in their hip pocket and the other in ours.
Thank you for the vote of confidence.
I don't mean to be insensitive about your wife.
I know.
The poor dear must be heart-stricken. Do you mind telling me what her prognosis is?
Her doctor, Dr. Brown, says she'll gain full emotional capacity within 3 to 6 months. But he is concerned about her recent delusional behavior.
Has she a history of this?
No, Cynthia's always been calming and refreshingly manageable. But I must admit, there are times I wonder if she's the same woman I married 7 years ago.
It must be difficult.
Yes, it is. May I freshen up your martini?
Please do.
Do you find it difficult living with Sydney?
Well, I hardly knew you well enough to answer a question like that.
You're both mature adults. I didn't think you'd mind.
What gives you the notion I'm mature?
By the way you carry yourself.
And how do I carry myself, Mr. Temple?
I'd say in any direction you wish.
Do you speak to your clients this way?
It'd depend on the case, wouldn't it?
You're not peeking in my closet, are you, Mr. Temple?
Never. It's small, but it packs a wallop.
Impressive.
I don't meet many women who appreciate finely crafted firearms.
May I hold it?
Doesn't frighten you?
It's not my first time, Mr. Temple. Oh, my. I don't believe I'm capable of shooting anyone, under any circumstance.
Let's hope you're never put to the test.
And is innocent enough, don't you think?
Sydney might disagree.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's had enough whiskey to comatose a gorilla.
After you finish your milk, we bid each other good night. Are we agreed?
Let's shake on it, shall we?
Rosalind, may I ask you?
Call me Rosie.
All right, Rosie. May I ask you a question regarding Sydney?
Oh, not at all. Fire away.
Will I find it difficult getting him to leave in the morning?
Truthfully, unpredictability should have been his middle name. There's something you need to know about him. He's mostly all bark and no bite, and accustomed only to stage blood. So you needn't worry about him dragging you into a bloody scuffle on the front lawn.
That's a relief.
It's my turn to ask a question.
Go right ahead.
You may think this rude of me. Does your wife know how many women you've recently slept with? You can kiss me if you like. I know you want to.
You are the most presumptuous woman I've ever met. What makes you think I want to kiss you?
I wasn't born yesterday, Mr. Temple. I know when a man wants to walk me behind the curtain.
This is preposterous.
Is it?
don't.
I know you want to. Now shut up and kiss me. After 20 years, people don't care about the whys and wherefores. They don't know you, Sid. Life isn't as conveniently scripted as most productions are. That's the difference between the stage and real life. You never know when to make your entrances and exits. And you definitely can never be sure of another's intentions. I truly wish life were as clearly defined. But unfortunately, there's no edited scripts available to live our life by.
Cynthia saw you having an affair with her husband.
Really? How was it? Was I enjoying myself?
Well, it was only in a dream, but I do admit I've seen how you look at him.
Don't tell me you believe your loopy daughter's dreams, Sid.
Do you find him attractive?
Don't be silly. It doesn't deserve an answer.
I frankly don't think he's very handsome, but women have been known to fall in love with absolute beasts.
I wouldn't know that, would I?
Oh,
But if I didn't know you better, I'd tell you to stick your gutter allegations where the sun never
a
shines.
simple no would suffice.
Absolutely not. I find him squeamishly arrogant and lacking sophistication altogether. There, are you satisfied?
Yes.
Rosie? I'm sorry, what did you call me?
Rosie, where did you go?
I apologize for laughing, but I haven't been called Rosie since boarding school.
Where's my father?
Good question. He gave me instructions to meet him here. We unfortunately traveled separately. He does have a nasty habit of losing himself.
Why are you speaking this way?
I'm sorry.
Your accent.
Excuse me?
You're speaking with an English accent.
Yes, I'm from Yorkshire, England. That should explain it.
But you have Southern accent.
I'm hopelessly confused. Perhaps you're mixing me up with someone else.
No! Why are you acting this way?
Please forgive me, but I don't understand what's going on here.
Stop it!
Maybe we should find your father. He should be able to help with this misunderstanding.
What misunderstanding?
Mistaken identity.
You're saying I don't know you?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. I've never met you before, and you obviously have me confused for someone else.
You're Rosie. Your mother and father live in Lamar County South, the buggy capital, and you've always wanted to run with the bulls in Spain.
Please excuse me, I need to freshen up. Would you direct me to the ladies' room?
You're not going anywhere.
On second thought, we should sit and wait for your father to arrive. Yes, I think that would be best.
You said my father went to buy cigars.
Why in the world would I tell you that? He abhors any type of tobacco.
Who the hell do you think you are? Coming into my home and deceiving me like this?
Without being argumentative, I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. You can continue to rant at me till you're blue in the face for all I care. But I have nothing more to say to you.
Are you calling me a liar?
Yes! You're behaving as if you've lost your scruples. How dare you threaten me when I'm entirely innocent of all that you say? If you truly want to know, you're the most disoriented woman I've ever had the displeasure of meeting in my life.
Ladies, what appears to be the problem?
She's a filthy liar and I want her out of my house!
Cynthia, she's our guest and your father's fiancée. Surely there can be something worked out between us.
I want her out of here now!
Cynthia, let us go talk in private in our room. I don't want to... Our guest does not want to feel unwelcome, does she?
I am going for a walk. And when I return, I expect her to be gone. Do you hear me, Ty? I want her out of my house!
I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what Sydney shared with you, but Cynthia's going through a turbulent time. She really is a sweet person. Please forgive her.
I live in New York City. I've seen everything.
Mr. Wellborn, do I have your word?
I do apologize to you two dear ladies for this uncomfortable inconvenience, and I do wish that I had been more charming this evening, but as we see, things have gotten out of hand. I personally...
Mr. Wellborn, I want an answer!
More irritating than having one's line stepped on by a witless amateur! I greatly appreciate you holding off till I'm finished!
Sydney, it's time we leave. You're upsetting Samantha. Please let me help you.
Unhand me, you bloody wench!
We're not doing Henry the Fourth, Sydney. Must everything be at a play with you?
Yes,
Life is nothing but a stage, and we're all but mere actors. The truest words ever spoken, in my humble opinion. But of course, there are those atrocious actors. Those that stink up the stage, causing them that are worthy to vomit. If this sounds strangely familiar, Mr. Temple, you've guessed right.
I don't have to stand here and listen to these insults from this miserable drunk! I'm sorry, but you brought this upon yourself. I'm calling you a cab. Forgive me, Rosalind, but I was extremely mistaken to allow Sydney to...
Go on, you rotten bastard! Don't think for a second I won't speak with my daughter! Your days of polluting her mind are over! Go on, die the cabbie, and I'll be back pounding on your door in the morning.
Check your cab, please.
Frankly, I wish we had never come to Coeur d'Alene. But your father insisted, and that was that. Had I had known how it was to play out, I had thrown a fit at least. But I haven't that luxury now. You see, I'm a realist. There's no sense in kicking and screaming against the inevitable. For what will be, will be. I shall cherish the memory of your father and never regret one moment of our time together. I'm richer for knowing him and the joy that he brought me will carry me through any sorrow that may come my way. Does that answer your question?
You frightened the hell out of us. Are you sure you're all right?
Oh, I've never seen anyone so blue.
Can I get you something?
No, really, I'm okay.
Can I get you a drink?
No!
I'm sorry. I thought it would help your throat.
I didn't mean to scream. It's just that the lemon wedge is out now and I'm feeling fine.
She's not nearly as blue.
I'm sorry for ruining our party.
There's nothing to apologize about.
It's just that when I lifted my glass to take a sip, I must have inhaled at the same time, and the moment I must have.
Cynthia?
Oh my god.
Cynthia?
Oh my god, I had the strangest dream. This was so bizarre.
About what?
Well, Papa was shot by Paul, and I was poisoned by Samantha, and then I shot Ty and Rosalind, and... Oh my god, you strangled me, Ty!
I feel left out. I'm the only one who didn't get murdered.
And not only were you having an affair with Rosalind, but with Samantha, too.
Oh, Cynthia, it's nothing but a bizarre nightmare and nothing more. Don't take it seriously. Look at your father and Rosalind. They're alive, aren't they? We've heard plenty of stories about people in great peril having their lives flash before their eyes. So this is nothing more. Here, let me help you to your room so you can rest.
No, Papa.
Yes?
What were we talking about before I started choking?
We asked if you wanted to visit us in New York.
What time is your train?
This afternoon at 1 o'clock. Isn't that so, Rosalind?
Yes, and our cab will be arriving shortly.
Is your invitation still
But
open?
of course.
I want to go with you.
That's wonderful, but shouldn't you speak with Tyrone
I don't
first?
need anybody's permission to board a train.
What? You can't make these hasty decisions without discussing with me
Forget it,
first.
Ty. My mind's made up. I think I'll go start packing.
Oh, the hell you are.
Rosalind, will you come with me to help me choose what to wear on my first trip to New York?
Yes, of course. I love your spontaneity.
And you know something? I feel like running with the bulls.
Bulls?